Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. Today we're flying this EasyJet Airbus A320 from here, London, Luton, down to Split in Croatia. We are currently flying the aircraft, registration Golf Echo Zulu Tango Hotel, and we are currently, it's at stand, let's go and see, 44, which is, well, if you know London Luton, it's here. And there's the good old EasyJet shed. This shadow is like disappearing over there. Anyway, it's early morning, which is why our shadow is absolutely ginormous. Looks like some sort of cartoon. In fact, we'll find out the time by starting up the aircraft. So we go inside, the external power, and the battery's on. And the IRSs can go to our nav, and there you go. It's 6:30 UK time in London, Luton. We are using the Aerosoft Split X for our split scenery. It doesn't actually work with P3D version 4 when you install it, bog standard, default, whatever you want to call it. You have to install this patch from EGGW-LDSP. And I'm just looking at this tail right now, and that looks amazing. So there's a patch from EGGW-LDSP. Hopefully I will remember to link it down below. So if you have Aerosoft Split X or you want to get it, and you know it doesn't work in version 4 P3D, it does. You just need to get the patch installed. So I'll link that down below, and the link also has an installation tutorial so you can get it to work yourself. Okay, so here's the aircraft, or here's the cockpit, I guess. Got the cabin and PA sounds on, so we can listen to those if need be. The current QNH at London Luton is 1009, so we'll set that. We'll set this to 4000 and 1009. CSTR 20 VORs can go on. CSTR constraints like so as well. Awesome, so that's sorted up there for quite a while. If we go down here, we'll get the MCUs powered on. So this one can go on like so. In fact, this is just powered up as well, so that 1009, and this one can power up as well. Like so. Back into the ATSU menu, this can go to the FMGC init page. If you put in our call sign today, which will be easy 75 Yankee Victor, 75 Yankee Victor, with our flight number is EU22243. And we go and init request, and there we have it. This company route looks a bit weird. What I'm going to do is just see if I can put in the own company route, because I don't know if it'll go wrong. See if this works. If it doesn't like it, then it doesn't like it. Oh, that just like overrid something. Ah, okay, maybe no, don't do that, because that messes up everything else here. Or maybe not. Let's just do that, because if I go to the flight plan, let's make sure that our last waypoint is indeed, yeah, that's all perfect. Awesome. Okay, we'll just put the flight number in then, easy 75 Yankee Victor, like so. Cost index is 12370 for our cruise. There we are. So, we don't need to fill in these actually automatically fill in. I'll go to the crew details. I go to Hugo as the captain. That is my name, if you did not know. And just request that, and these will be filled out. And that's sent like so. Estimated time en route is not actually that long. Maybe that was a bad idea. No. 0201. Can I override it? Can I re-request? I hope that works. I hope it doesn't get mad at me for doing that. So if we did it via the flight number, which gave the weird company route, I think our route gets messed up. Well, I know it gets messed up, so I don't just via the company route. So we get to fill out all these stuff, which is nice. So our block fuel will be 0700, sorry. Taxi fuel will be around about 200, 100, maybe actually 100 where we're parked. And our trip fuel will be 6.1, so 6100, like so. Via GSX 038 would be 61 as well. That's not 61. There's only 2 so far actually. Oh, there's another 61. 06112. No, 0612 for our standard time departure. That may be wrong. It doesn't matter. That can just stay empty. That does not do anything. We'll send it off, and that will get our fueling started. And EasyJet, like so. Okay. That's all. Reflection profile. There we go. Handling by EasyJet. Awesome. Where's our refueling truck? Oh, it's not that far. It came from there. Let's hope all our buses and catering come from there then as well. So we don't have to wait for bonkers years to get the passengers loaded on. Let's see if this truck comes up to the aircraft in the right position and loads the fuel on. Because that would be nice. And yeah, like I said, early morning, so look at the shadows. Blimey. Here we are, there's the truck. And fuel truck is in position, lovely. Jet A1, awesome, that's also correct. And what I do want to show you guys is, let's just wait for this guy to get all connected up. And then you'll see the total amount of, I think this is in gallons that it loads on. However, there's another screen down here which you'll be able to see. I can't remember if I've shown you already. But, oh wow, the sun is literally obviously directly shining on it. So let's just wait for him to get started. There we go. If you come down here, it's very noisy, so I'm going to try and raise the noise so the GSX sounds don't overtake my voice. If I zoom in all the way, look at this. So transaction, fuel, customer, EasyJet, tail, Golf, Echo Zulu Tango Hotel. That is our registration, right? Location, we are at gate 44. Our flight number is wrong, however, EG75. That is the only thing that's wrong currently. Destination, LDSP, which is the IQ4 Split, which is awesome. And our aircraft type is the Airbus A320. And the current fuel price, I think, maybe per gallon, $2.11. And there you go, there's our bill at the bottom. How cool is that? That is really good. And all of those, like, how that sees all of your information, I do not know. And what's also cool is the new FS Dream Team Chicago scenery will be having that sort of feature, which will be on like the front of where you're parked at the stand, so your estimated time departure, I think, and whatnot, which is pretty cool. I don't know what these yellow things at the top of the aircraft are. I don't think I've seen them before. It's like devil horns for the Airbus. Right, let's go back inside, and we'll go back over here and go to the boarding page. We'll just enter 61 again. Let's rethink all of that. Go to catering, and we will go and request catering like so. In fact, I just remembered our nav lights aren't on, and we'll go with Alpha. Crew supply, oxygen definitely needs to come on, and just the nav light, system 1, and that can go to on. And seatbelts will stay off because we're still refueling, so that's all good. Okay, come back down here, go to our flight plan. We can see we're departing on a runway 26 and taking the match 2 Yankee departure, which is all correct. If we go to our plan page and we'll just zoom out here, the match 2 Yankee to match, and then after that we go to Fine Brain, then Dagger, and then at Dagger we go down south and then towards like the southeast sort of way. It's a bit of awkward in the start of the route, but after that it becomes a bit more smoother, and we fly all the way. Keep on spamming, clicking this all the way down to runway 05. Apparently is currently planned, but it could be the other runway. I don't know what other runways. Don't know. 05 and 0, no, and 23. Okay. Normally it's 05 at Split, so hopefully we can get a nice arrival into runway 05. Anyway, that can go back to the flight plan. Start location at the top of the flight plan. That can go back to ARC. Let's go down to 10. The IRSs have just aligned. And we'll clear that off. Go to the flight plan page, just clear that off. It was a while, like so. And this can go back to the ATSU menu. Catering vehicles are here. Once catering's finished, we will go and click request for the board now. Okay. In fact, we'll just go back. Oh, don't mean to click that. Don't mean to click that. Go back to the messages page. We got our slot time, taxi time 10 minutes, expecting no delay. Off the block 0612, which is in about half an hour from now, and estimated time of departure. Our load sheet has arrived to accept that expected takeoff weight will be 69.6 tons, and our expected zero fuel weight, not zero fuel weight, our Mach takeoff weight, so Mach TO, for the CG will be 31.4 expected. If we go over to the menu, ATSU, AOC menu, and perf request, we can enter in all of these awesome digits, I guess you could say. So we're currently at London Luton. We will be departing at 2-6 for the match 2 Golf 2 Yankee. I don't know what the departure is called. It is the match 2 Yankee departure. Double click the wind, double click the HPA, double click the, missed that one up, the temperature, 14 degrees like so. Intersections, yes, we will be not doing a full length departure. Anti-ice, no, it is not wet and packs will not be off. However, toga will be a yes, and config 2 will be set. 69.6 estimated takeoff weight, and our CG expected to be 31.4. And we'll send that off, and that will be sent back to us once it's all done. Now I don't need to go on this page anymore, that I can just go back to the flight plan page or whatever I need to go on. So we've got 5.5 tons of fuel on board now, and soon, soon, catering should be finished. I don't know when, but hopefully it'll be soon. Soon? Yeah, soon. Right. Oh, that's not good. I don't know if Luton has like fueling from the ground, but the scenery doesn't look like it has any of those like connections or fuel valves from the scenery ground, so I'm thinking that's a no. But because if there was, I could have shown you the new truck that GSX comes with, but I think I've already shown it on the channel. But still, it's pretty cool. But that's glitching through, sadly. That's not very good. Luckily this is a simulator and not real life, because that would have blown up, and then the plane would have blown up, and things wouldn't have been very nice at London Luton anymore. Right. We go back inside the cockpit, and we can see our total fuel level, and company messages just come through. Performance has come through. Go to performance page, we can actually go and enter in all the stuff that we got. So, if we go to our third page here, we can enter in our V-speed. So V1 135, rotating at 137, and our V1 is V2 sorry, is 141. Catering's finished. 6,000 feet transition altitude. Takeoff shift to be about 360 meters, like so, and we're using flaps 2. Don't know our trim because the trim won't be like exactly 31.4. It'll probably be different. So what we're gonna do is when we get our trim, we're gonna set it to whatever is here. So you can see 31.4 would be around about here on this dial, which would be around about 0.5 down, which is what, 0.6. So yeah, we'll work it out once we get our CG from our final load sheet. This is our initial load sheet, preliminary load sheet at 0540, and then we get our final load sheet once all the passengers and baggage and fuel and everything's on the aircraft. Go to the request page and we are aboard now. Awesome. And we'll go to the fueling page, and once fueling's done, that will all be filled out. 132 people on board. Good. Right, I'm going to see once all the fueling's done, and we'll continue from there. Okay, fueling has completed, the baggage are here, and once again are driving through each other. Typical GSX. 2,000 tons of fuel being on, and if I can quickly see this before that door closes, we spent $4.3 thousand today for fuel. Wow, this is not real money, luckily. But yeah, all the bags coming on the aircraft now. The passengers, well, here's the crew. This better not be the passengers coming off. Yes, it is. Typical GSX doing that. That's the crew bus. That looks pretty cool, actually. That does look pretty cool. I like that. But why this bus? for the passengers. The crew get a bigger bus than the passengers. Okay, go to the second MCGU. This should all be filled out very soon, so we're just going to wait for that to all literally just fill out automatically. There's one box, which is this volume section that we have to fill in ourselves, and then we'll send it off and help us out. So, I'm going to wait for that to come through. Okay, it's all on. 7738 is that. Just copy that over basically. Supplied 6.2. Fuel on board is 8.6. Fuel difference is 0.1. Is it 8.6? It's 8.7. Can I override that? No, it doesn't like that. Okay, send. Unless I should put 6.3 there or something. Anyway, that's sent. Well, 6.2 plus 2.5 is 8.7. But it is what it is. And I'll receive messages. Well, our load sheet will come through once all the passengers are on. And you can see the cargo's done because those doors are shut as well. And that's not all the passengers, I don't think. Just waiting for the next bus. Here we go, that's a nice bus. That's a bit better. Bit more suitable size of bus for today. Awesome. Okay, this seems a bit dark, this EasyJet logo, but I guess it's in the shadow from the aircraft. Yeah. If I try and make it to the aircrafts... No, okay. Whatever. I tried to do a trick on P3D to... What's the word? De-render? Maybe de-render's the right word? The aircraft, but... So it doesn't produce the shadow, because that does happen with some things. I guess it fixes, like... I see that shadow there, it just disappears. That's because the aircraft is no longer modelled until you look at it. So yeah. I don't know if this is going to be the last bus, because the first bus was, well, not even a bus, it's like a van. So I think we're going to get one more bus. And then that'll be it. Normally people don't they just walk out here? Or do they get a bus at London Luton? I've only been here IRL once, and that was a while ago. So I don't remember at all. I think maybe this terrible texturing. This is terrible. Yeah, I think this may be where they come out actually. Yeah, I assume so. That is glitching through, which is not nice. And I assume at London Luton they would not have these sort of tugs, and I expect it to be the tow bar ones. Which is actually what this truck is meant to be. So I don't know why. I don't know how you can change GSX to use a tow bar. I'm not sure why this is like a whatever. I'm not sure how I can tell GSX to use a tow bar instead of using this massive clamp sort of raise the nose sort of tug, but it is what it is. Hey ho. Okay, so how many people are on board? 87. I expect another bus, and then we should be done. So yeah, there's not much to do. Fueling is done actually, so seatbelt signs can go on, and our fuel pumps can go on as well. Like so. Right, I'll see you once the last bus is here, or basically all the passengers are on, or almost all the passengers. Yeah, I'll wait for the last bus, and I'll see you then. Alright, the last bus is here. The last few passengers are coming on, and it seems a lot less dense than it used to be. Maybe my settings changed. Actually, we'll get the APU started now. Oh, we've got an announcement going on. APU will power up, wait for the flap open, and then we will get it all powered. Got a message here. What's that? Oh, those are all our estimated takeoff weights. Okay. The flap is open, starting APU. Okay. So the EasyJet announcement is going on right now. It's just a typical one. Oh, there aren't any passengers in here. Oh, there is. I don't know what she looks evil. Okay, I'm not gonna look at her again. There we are. That's all the passengers. Lovely. 132 passengers on board. The doors will stay open and the stairs will stay here for quite a bit until we get the flight dispatcher to come on the aircraft and just give us our final weights for today. Boarding completed. Lovely. And what we'll do is we'll go to we'll just click this like so, and that will bring up the GSX menu. It should do. There we go. And let's get the pushback ready, so the tug's all ready to go. And AP is available. AP bleed can go on. Parking brake is set, and we'll just wait until we get all the doors closed up. So let's go look at the doors, and once they're closed, it's got the load sheet. We'll get off this page, and we'll get out of here. Go to the init page. We can put in our block fuel, which is 8.7.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
That's loud. Double click the zero fuel. That will go in like so. And now all of these altitudes will be filled in. Cruising 370, perfect. These speeds are in here, and no flex temp. We're toggling today, and like I said, just gonna wait for our final load sheet. Just gone past the hour. It's now 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what was our estimated time of departure. Off the blocks, in 12 minutes time. We're perfectly on time. Lovely. Like I said, just waiting for the dude to come on, I guess you could say. Right, we'll get rid of the external power. I think just setting that to available, having the parking brake set, just releases the external power and the chocks after a certain amount of time. Which I hope that does work. Get the terrain ND as well. I can go on, and hopefully it won't be too long until we get our final load sheet. Okay, doors have just closed, and the load sheet's here. Cool. So our actual takeoff weight is 69.5, which is very similar to our estimated one. So we're going to leave that. Passengers 132 plus 3. Okay, that's all good. Oh, I'm going to get this. And our Mac COG, or CG, sorry, for takeoff. COG, what none of that is 30.7, which we'll set in here once we get the pushback done. Okay, awesome. That can go to the flight plan, and that can stay there. So if I just go and look down here for 30.7, it'll be around about 0.5. So expecting down 0.5 for our trim today. Let's go and enter that in, like so. Cool. Right. The chocks are still connected, so I'm assuming our little trick hasn't worked. Disconnect those like so, and we go back to the flight plan page. Awesome. And now GSX will be happy. I thought like putting that to available and maybe I have to get the beacon light on.
Locking gear.
The beacon light's coming on now. Cool. And we get the engines started up very soon. Once GSX is good to go. We're good to go. GSX is not. Typical. Takes us time. Oh, we got a little. We got a woman driving us today. Or pushing us back today.
Bypass pin inserted.
No, I don't think I've seen that before actually.
Parking brakes.
That's nice. Parking brakes are released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
We will start at will. Thank you. So fuel pumps are on, APU bleeds are on, so yeah, can go to the engines. We'll start up, start the timer, say ignition start. Wait for the ignition pressurization is all set. In the green, starting engine number 1. That's what they do at EasyJet. So number 1 starting up first. Should start to spin around like so. Very slowly. Give it time. We'll slowly get there. It's very loud. Oh, the cabin. That's very quiet. GSX is destroying the volume right now. That's weird. Let me see if I can change some volume levels. Turn GSX down a bit. And that's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Right, engine number 1 has started up and it's available, so we'll start number 2. There we are. 2 starting up now. I'll set to auto down there actually. Cool. I've done a custom pushback position, but I don't know if it's going to work because it's just stopped us here. So set the parking brake. It's fine. Just go full right on the nose, and we should just get all the way out. Lovely. Oh, that's a bit louder. Why is it quiet for the last one? Weird. Okay. Engine number 2 should be started up very soon.
Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind.
Should hit a click, and then we get going.
Cabin baggage on board.
There we go, available. That's all good. Lovely. Flight control page.
And released as
GSX, go away please. You're too loud. Full left. Checked. Full right. All the way. Checked. Neutral. And that's all good. All the way down. Checked. All the way up. Checked. And neutral. Good. Trimming 0.5 down. Like so. It just like glitched. Not sure why it looks okay. Okay, right, it's got a mind of its own. Let's go back to normal. Flaps 2, ground spoilers armed, max auto brake, and we will get the pedal disconnect turned on. Like so that works. Tidder's all good. He said have a good trip, so we're good to go. What I'll do is I'll release the parking brake, get a bit of power going so we can taxi, and I'll go full right for now, and then once we're out of their way, oh, they're gone anyway, I'll get the taxi light on, and the APU can turn off. Oh, there's an aircraft taxi.
A pleasant flight with EasyJet.
Okay. Well, we got our taxi light that's lighting up the aircraft. I must have added a reflection profile to the AI. Awesome. It's pretty neat. Right, we'll basically follow Golf Echo Zulu Alpha Alpha number A319 to the runway. Bit more power. Not too much though. Just to get us going. We're going around this corner, so might as well go around it slowly. Be safe. See if we can catch up with this. Yeah, that dude's going fast. It's not a race. It's A319. It's not a race at all. Okay, that will do. And let's keep around about this sort of power to get us up to 20 knots. Like so. And then once we're at 20 knots, we'll just go back to a stable N1. Takeoff config test is normal. There we are, bring us back down to about 30% N1, 29-28%. That'll do. Lovely. Okay. Put some brakes on. Slow down for the turn. Set idle on the thrust because no point stressing the engine out. Well, I'm going to be stressing it a lot when we set toga, but hey ho. Turn to the left. Oh, look at that. Lovely sunrise. Well, the sunrise was quite a while ago now, about an hour ago or so. But still, sun's nice and low. Be a nice morning arrival into Split. There we are. Bring the thrust back up. Oh, it's like 40%. That will do. Don't want to go right up this guy's backside, I guess you could say, because it's still need to wait for them to take off. So once they're taken off, we can go, but we'll have to wait for them anyway. So there's no hurry at all. I'll say that's a Tarom aircraft, 736, and 737, 700, 300. Oh, okay. Interesting. There's the outside. Those exterior lovers. That does actually look pretty nice. It's bouncy a bit. And we'll hold it out for one. Hopefully, I don't think there's any aircraft coming into land. Let me go double check. With active sky. One's just departed, I'm pretty sure. So that'll be fine. Runway ahead, thank you. This is Alpha 2. We'll just hold Alpha 2 for now until they're on the runway. And then we move out. Actually, will they go straight on? They are. Let's go hold out for 1. Oh no, are they? I don't know. Oh, they are holding. Can't tell. Oh, strobes on. They're going. Okay. Can't make my mind up. Alright, let's get moving. Hold out for 1, wait for them to go. Are they going to backtrack or are they going to go straight on? Can't tell. I don't know if Ultimate Traffic Live does backtracks. That would be cool. Oh! Hello.
Hello, it's Norman. Let's cabin secure for takeoff.
Thank you, Norman.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Awesome. Lovely, Norman. Okay, so yeah, they are going to backtrack. And then we'll just wait out for 1 here. Runway 26. And then once they're gone, we'll go and depart after them. I was going to skip the video until they're gone because there's a bit of a waiting game for now. And once they're rolling down the runway, I'll bring you back and we'll watch their departure. Okay, they seem to be lined up. Well, they're not actually lined up, are they? They're looking at us right now. Oh, why are you staring at me? I think they're going to line up. I don't think they're in the centre of the runway just yet. Like so. Then they'll get going. We're not going to backtrack like them, like we calculated. So once they're gone, once they're in the air, we'll just go up and hold. And once it's all safe and clear, we will go and depart. If they turn right, we'll depart not too long after them. If they turn left or go straight on, we'll just give it a bit longer than I hope for. There they go. The toga off flex is set. Bye bye. EasyJet A320, wherever you're flying to. I like the taxi light lighting that up. Cool. Bit of power. Gets them to the runway. See, it's a nice smooth rotation. It's going to be like killer. Oh, actually, pretty smooth. Okay. All the lights. So strobe, take off, and turn offs. Lovely. Set enough for us to get us moving. There we go. Is that enough? Is there another aircraft behind us? No. Okay. It's all good. Just in case Ultimate Traffic Live does something stupid. Weather radar is now on. Actually, same with the TCAS. You can see that aircraft is going basically straight on. And we'll just turn here. Line up. Nah, it's going left actually. I lied. There we go. Bring us round. Bit more power. We are going to stop on the runway like this. Keep us coming around. And they're almost 3,000 feet above us. So what we're going to do? We're going to go and. Oh, I may have pressed the brakes a bit too hard. Just stop. Keep us coming round. Okay. They're fine. They're out the way. Let's go start the timer. About 50%. Pitch down. Around about 50% as well. Make sure that comes at 50% nice and stable. Lovely. Toga. There we are. Man, Toga, SRS runway, auto thrusters blue. Lovely. Oh, I need to come. That can go off. You actually use the rudder. There we go. Keeping the centre line, 80 knots. There we are, sorry. 100 knots central. So let me. Sorry, I do need to come myself a cockpit for this. V1, rotate. There we are. In the air. Positive rate. Rate. Gear up. There we are. Bye bye. London, Luton. Here we come. Aerosoft. Well, not Aerosoft. Here we come. Split. Got a little left turn there. Straight away. Look at the scenery in front of us. Gorgeous. Okay. That's the right now. Set climb thrust.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Climb thrust is set.
keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on.
Lovely.
Remember to keep your seatbelt
Once
fastened
past
when
180 knots. Actually, we set flats 1 actually.
indicated at
Once past 200 knots, we'll bring all the flaps up. So let's pile up on. And what we're going to do is we're going to climb through all of these restrictions straight up to our cruise 370. No restrictions, whatever. Well, no altitude restrictions. We're still going to obey the speed restrictions, but altitude restrictions just disappear. Alright, past the speed, all the flaps up now. And the nose, all the lights on the nose can go off, so that's the nose lights and the turn offs. So just the main landing lights can stay on, strobes on, of course. And there we are. By London Luton. It's about there, can you see it? Yeah, just about. Doesn't actually mix in the Orbx global scenery, but anyway, that does look nice down there. There's some effects going on. Well, that's a nice screenshot. That too. I could do that all day, just taking screenshots all day. Okay. Nice successful takeoff. Now we've got to hope for 2 hours of safe and smooth flying down to Croatia. So 1,000 feet till 6,000 feet, which will be our transition altitude and set standard pressure, which is also QNH 1013.25. Yeah, rounded. It's rounded to 1013. There we go. I think it's 0.25. Standard is set. And those can disarm. Well, speed brake can disarm. Spoilers. I keep saying speed brake, but spoilers in the Airbus, isn't it? Right. Once past 10,000 feet, bring the lights off, and we're getting the cinematics. The bit I love. I'm not sure about anyone else, but I just love the cinematic view. As you just saw me earlier, just taking some screenshots. Oh wow. Like I said, I can stay in this view all day. But I do need to fly a plane. Okay, right, this can get up to like 40 nautical miles, this can come up to like 80 or whatever. You can see our little routing there. I might do some directs or something. The real world did do this sort of, I don't think it did the Match 2 Yankee departure. It may have done it, but it did do the bit when it goes up to Dagger or whatever, and then comes straight down south. It could be to do with like Heathrow arrivals, or I'm not too sure. I doubt it though, because it could be quite high by then. Unless it obeyed the altitude restrictions, if ATC told them to stay at those altitudes. There's 9,000 feet passing. No cloud in front of us. Of course, England's got a fair few clouds. But hopefully when we arrive into Split, there won't be much clouds for us. Which should be nice to see, hopefully. So yeah, up to 250 knots, and then actually running past 10,000, that will go way past 250 knots, as we will see. Lights can go off. And there's 10,000, and yeah, there we go. Climb speed is set. What is it? 292. Okay, cool. Right, we can see our arrival. UTC is 0824, which will be 10:30 the time in Croatia when we arrive, which would be nice. And that'll be a nice 2-hour flight, basically. Awesome. So, I hope you guys enjoyed our departure out of London, Luton. I'll see you in the arrival into Split, about 2 hours time for me, and about 3 minutes for you guys, you lucky people. So yeah, see you then. Bye bye. Okay guys, welcome back into the descent. We're just passing flight level 160. Got an announcement from the cabin. Let's listen to that very quickly. I think this is talk about the seatbelt signs being turned on, ready for landing. So, yeah, typical announcement. Anyway, just past 160. We are on the arrival into runway 05 into Split. We're currently on the Sal 4 Papa arrival, or Sally 4 Papa, and we're doing the ILS Zulu arrival into runway 05 in Split. If we go through the arrival, you can see what we're going to be doing. So there's a Sal, we just passed there, and then we go to Gapri, and go to this sort of intercept waypoint. As you zoom in a bit more, we will just go right a bit down south, and then we will turn left towards the northeast sort of direction, 05, and we should be on the ILS ready to land by then, hopefully. Just zoom out a bit more, back to normal. There we go, 40 nautical miles. If we go to the perf page, we can go into here, and we can enter in all the stats, I guess you could say. So let's go and enter in the QNH. So the current QNH at Split is 1014. It's 33 degrees Celsius, lovely, nice and hot, and the winds are 180 at 3 knots, like so. Minimums are 440 for the MDA, and 10,000 feet for the transition altitude is correct. So when we pass 10,000 feet, we'll set QNH 1014. Sorry. Cool. So that's good for the arrival. Gone through the arrival briefing. That's pretty nice and smooth. Hopefully, nothing wrong with it with air traffic. 2A7. That these must be the Emirates aircraft. There's an A7. That must mean it's from Dubai, and the 777. So they must be Emirates, which is pretty nice to see. Scenery looking all right. That scenery looks okay, but for some reason these islands don't look too appealing to me. But yeah, it's a bit too straight. Yeah, the edges is too straight, and then there's roads. I'm not sure if they're like. I don't have Vector installed, and I'm pretty sure Vector. Alright, P3D just had a little glitch. It just kind of like froze for a bit, but we're back. It's all good. But yeah, like there's roads in the water, but I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what these are as well. Are they also roads, or that's a beach? And yeah, like I said, I think FTX Vector is a thing that I need to install again. OpenLC I thought would fix this, but like there's roads that are meant to be there. But what it could be though is in fact Aerosoft Split, because there's a massive exclusion. It's just like excluded land, but not roads. So I'm not sure why that's doing that, but yeah. Oh, let's continue the descent. That was close. Anyway, passing 10,000, the landing lights can go on, and setting our QNH 1014. There we go. Cross checked 1014, 1014, and 1014. Lovely. And the lights are on. Cool. Seatbelts already turned on if you didn't notice already. But yeah, I'm not sure why. It looks like from that point or something, scenery has just been chopped off. Which is okay, except the roads are like still there. Like I said, I don't know why. And I'm wondering if it could be the Aerosoft Split scenery, or it's just the sim that's just gone bonkers. Could be Orbx, who knows. I mean, hopefully the scenery at Split is okay. It's not bugged or anything. So I don't know why it's doing this. That's weird. Okay, enough of that. We are going to continue our descent down to like 3,000. I mean, we should be in the ILS 2,800, so we'll set that instead, so we can make sure we get on the ILS. Set the ILS on as well, on the ILS display, and we can see our distance to the runway, or the VOR, and you can see the localizer and glide slope there. Cool. There's 8,000 passing. And if we go down back to the perf page, I want to see our approach speed. So we're looking for an approach speed of 144, landing at landing 139. Not too bad, and that would be the full config. We've now been flying for just under 2 hours, so that's we're on time, and UTC arrival time expected 8:18, which is in 8 minutes, or 7 minutes now, which bang on basically for our estimated flight time, which is perfect. Awesome. So yeah, I think the scenery from now on is, well, from there on is not bugged, as in the roads are on the water and there's beaches like, yeah, I don't know, no idea. It's like these are beaches, but it looks like the land hasn't been placed properly. It could be like an OpenLC problem, or probably actually, but I'm not sure why this beach would be here and then it's like a beach there, and then like it's weird. Maybe the beaches aren't meant to be there, but the land is correct. It's just these beaches are wrongly placed. Same with the roads, but hey ho. That's the thing to fix with FTX Vector, which is I haven't got that installed just yet, which is a bit annoying. You can see there's just waves. Yeah, okay, whatever. Might just reinstall Vector again. People say it gets rid of your frame rate, but if you have the correct settings applied, it's absolutely fine to do a frame rate. So I would install it again, but I just haven't got around to installing it yet because I just haven't got around to it. I think that's the airport down there. I can't quite tell. We're going to be using low auto brake. The runway length, in fact, we're going to grab it up. Oh, that's the Luton charts. Let's get the runway length and the charts. Here we go. So the runway length is 2,500 meters. There is no like vacating early, so we will make use of the full runway length. So low auto brake will do for us today. We're not too heavy. We've got 3 tons of fuel on board, 3.4. So yeah, like I said, low auto brake will be suitable for us today. Get the approach armed, and then whenever we can capture that localizer as well as the glide slope, that'd be awesome. So there's 2,900. We're just going to approach now, and what we're going to be doing is just going to slow down from there basically. As soon as we hit that decel point, there we go. It's going to activate the approach. But I'm going to set this down to 180 knots, like so. And the aircraft will just use typical, well, it's just staying at its altitude, so it'll decelerate nicely, and no help from speed brakes or gear will be needed. In fact, we will go and arm the ground spoilers like so. And ground spoilers are armed, lovely. And we'll set flaps 1, otherwise we will stall the aircraft, or config 1. And once we pass 200 knots, we'll set config 2. There's lock star. The glide slope will come in afterwards. Awesome. I can see the runway. Oh, there we go.
Hi, it's Norman. Yeah, that's the cabin secure for landing.
Okay, thank you, Norman.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Awesome. Okay, flaps 2. And yeah, you can see the runway over there. Awesome. Got some oxygen loaded in as well. Right, hopefully the aircraft doesn't do what I just did and start climbing for some random reason. As soon as I catch that glide slope, it will actually just jump up to get it, and then I'll come back down again. So we can monitor that, make sure it's not going to do anything crazy. About 9 miles out now. Once past like 8 miles to go, I'll click this in, that'll set the approach speed, and we'll be all good to go. There's the glide slope, lovely. So 9 miles to go, 8 miles, approach speed which will be 139. Awesome. Yeah, this is the patch applied, the Any Builds patch, remember that. So yeah, this is where the beaches are meant to be, as you can tell. For some reason, back there, I mean there aren't any beaches here. They're all Something went wrong with the scenery. Right, 8 miles. Final approach speed. Gear down. Config 3. There we are. Nose will pitch down a bit because we're getting a bit more lift with the config 3. And the gear will produce some drag so we don't overspeed. There we are. All fully configured already. Well, not fully configured. Almost fully configured. Config full. And now we'll be fully configured. Gears down. All the landing lights can go on. All the lights on the nose like so. And there we are. Waiting until the approach speed is reached and I'll bring out the autopilot. 2000 checked. And there you go, we're now on the glider properly, pitching up just a tad. And there we are. So, autopilot disconnect. Like so. And clear off that. And there we are. Right. I'll just leave the whole controls and whatnot because it should be set already from the autopilot. So, just gonna leave it. Let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. And if you need to adjust anything, we'll do it nicely, not too vigorously. Trim up a tad, because that glide slope coming through. Gonna like so. Trim a bit more. Not too much though. 1000 checked. It's jumped again. No pappies in sight, but that could just be the problem with the scenery, and the patch hasn't done anything to do with the pappy lights. Got some boats, some sailing boats down there with a bridge as well, which is quite nice looking. I love this approach actually. It's really nice. Okay, there's a 1000, the actual 1000. Oh, did that just like load in? That's weird. There's like proximity to it. Sorry, I had to go to the outside view. Silly. Right, just a tad to the left. We'll keep a nice visual, a bit up a bit. Well, apparently not actually. The glide slope's saying keep it where it was. So I'm going to keep it where it is then. Pappies, there aren't any pappies, which is not helpful at all, but
100 above.
It will have to do. There's a 500 feet warning there.
Minimum.
Continuing. Okay.
300.
It looks like there's some patchwork on the runway. That looks pretty cool actually.
200.
Okay, here we come.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Out of the throttle. And ooh, that was a close hard landing actually. That was actually not too bad. That was a close one. Minimum reverse. That was almost coming for a smash then, but I did save that, luckily. And there we are. Minimum reverse. Let's brake out. Spoilers are out as well. Welcome to Split. Look at the mountain there with all the trees. That does look amazing. 60 knots. Forward idle. Like so. Manual braking. We'll just keep it rolling till the end of the runway. And pedals disconnect can go back on. So we can actually steer. And the landing system can go off. And the flight time was 2 hours and 4 minutes. Lovely. Okay. We've got a little turnaround point here. So we'll just slow down the aircraft to about 20 knots. There we are. That was actually pretty nice. I don't know if that was to do the Aerosoft scenery or if it was the patch from any builds, but there's actually some patch work at the other the end of the runway. Can we turn around here? We can, but there's no like actual point. Is that like moss? That's weird. Alright, let's give it a full right turn and we'll get rid of the spoilers and the flaps can go up. Like so. Spin it all the way around. Yeah, that's like moss or grass that's coming through there. There we are. Get more power again. We can taxi quite fast down this and down this runway until we get to the turn off. Actually, that'll do about 40%. Parking 3 because if I go to the Atsu AOC menu, I'll just bring this MCDU up, so if I can get one. So click that. Received messages. It sent me a message saying stand 3 for the arrival, so we'll do that. Okay, weather radar can go off, we don't need that anymore. Awesome. There we are. Okay. So the landing rate, for those of you wondering, was minus 206 feet per minute. So yeah, I did save that in the last bit, but it was quite vigorous. I had to flare around about 20-30 feet, which is not too bad. And I think we set idle about 10 feet, so which is a bit late, but not too bad. Yeah, you can see the patchwork. It looks pretty cool. Not pretty cool, that is cool. I've never seen that on any. I may have seen it before, but it's the first time I actually really noticed patch work on the runway in scenery was the sim. Right, let's get the APU started up because we do need that to get going. Let's vacate the runway here. To use the brakes to help us turn. Start the APU. Set standby. Just turn to the left. There we are. Right, land the lights off. Taxi. Turn off and stay on. Strobe off. Lovely. Oh, that is not working. Something's gone wrong there. Just realised there's like, did I install the patch? I think, yeah, I did install the patch, but like, I think I may have, there's like two things going on there. That's like not on the concrete. That's weird. It's almost alright. But I mean, it's a patch for many builds, it's not perfect, so I don't know if that's meant to be correct. Did I not install it correctly? Maybe. Maybe not. But yeah, this is fine now. You can see where it used to be though. You can see where like these stands used to be. You used to text it on there and hold stop there. Right, that's holding point 2 or parking 2, and we'll park over there. Actually, is that like a split airport? There is split airport texture for the GSX. Right. Now we know what we're doing. Let's speed up again. Get us moving to the stand, which would be nice. I think the passengers want to get off the flight, off the aircraft. Sorry. Okay. Give it a spin to the left. Like so. All the lights can go off. Oh, braking. I keep saying this. It's way too sensitive. Way too sensitive. Right. Let's just try and make ourselves centered up on this. There we go. Lovely. Right, let's go to the left a bit, but I'll slightly go to the left. Ever so slightly. Yeah, just a bit more. There we go. And I wonder if this airport's configured correctly. It's almost actually. Ah, that's crossed. I mean, it's not telling me to stop, so. But we'll stop here. Anyway, park and brake set. APU bleed is on and engines can shut down, like so. Block time 2 hours and 20 minutes. That may actually change though. If we go to the init and we can see block time is 2 hours and 21, flight time 2 hours and 3 minutes. Landing pilot was me, and there was no one to land, like so. Beacon light can go off, seatbelts off. Requesting deboarding. 132 passengers, yeah. Complete the flight and project fly. Deboarding requested. TLD, Split Airport, will get connected up to the doors. And there we are. Is there a way I can disable tugs? Because you don't actually get a tug or push back. You well, there's GSX-2X typical around the back of the aircraft sort of trick. You just spin around on the dot. Spin around and off you go. Right. Other than the weird scenery glitches that we had at the airport and over there, welcome to Split. I actually pretty enjoyed this flight. Pretty nice. So yeah, that's not that time I did. That can go off. That can just reset. And we're still waiting for the in time. We're just waiting for the doors to open. So as soon as the door L1 is opened, that in time will get entered. So just need to wait for that, which I believe. Let's wait for the bus doors to open. I think all these doors open in the bus doors. There we go. That door's opening now, and the in time is there. We'll send it off, and that is sent. Lovely. There we are. That's all done.
Ladies and gentlemen.
External power can go on, and the APU can go off. I don't know why. There's chocks. You can see the chocks, but like, I don't know why they haven't modelled any external power sort of source, like, or even just like GPU. Just what the external power. I haven't modelled it. FSLabs. I don't know why. It's a bit annoying, but hey ho, I'm getting external power from nowhere. Is that like dirt on the belt? If so, why is it not moving? Okay, right. It's GSX. 2019 in P3D, not super advanced. Okay, so yeah, welcome to Split from London Luton after 2 hours. There's an aircraft on approach. I don't think I'm gonna have to wait for it to land. I think we're just gonna end the video. Actually, what aircraft is it? Let me check out to the sky. If it's an EasyJet. No, it's not. It's a 9A. I don't know what airline that is. Is this aircraft? Anyway, we may watch it. I may watch it. I'll record it, and if it's a good landing, I'll put it in the video. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one, and bye bye for now. Here it is. Oof.